Welcome to the University of Adelaide. I hope you've all had a great day so far. My name's David Thorpe and I'm from the Student Finance Office here at the University. And I'm just going to give you a quick overview of how the fees work here and how the costs work, and hopefully alleviate any concerns you may have. Just before I begin, I've got a couple of leaflets which I think Harry was giving out at the back there, but this basically covers everything I'm going to discuss today, and these are also available from the Student Finance desk in Bonython Hall. If you haven't got one and you want to grab one, that might also be worthwhile. So today what I'm going to talk about is Commonwealth supported students, how that works, student contributions, various payment options that are available, the Higher Education Loan Program, or otherwise known as HELP, student services and amenities fee, invoicing and how that works, other forms of assistance that are available, and any other costs that are also involved. So Commonwealth supported students. Places for Commonwealth supported students are awarded based on ATAR scores, Australian Tertiary Admissions Rank scores, or other qualifications, and applicant preferences. So to get a Commonwealth supported place at university, citizenship and residency requirements apply. So you must be either an Australian citizen or a holder of an Australian permanent residency visa or a permanent humanitarian visa. So Commonwealth supported students pay a student contribution, and for a Commonwealth supported place, the government then pays a Commonwealth contribution. So it's basically subsidised by the government, and you're only required to pay a contribution towards the cost of your education. And students may be eligible to borrow from the Commonwealth Government through the HECS-HELP loan program to cover some or all of their student contribution. So how does student contribution work? Well, there's 3 predetermined bands in 2013. And basically different fields of education, such as medicine for example, are linked to a particular band, and that's all determined by the Commonwealth Government. So universities then determine how much to charge in the student contribution to charge in each band within a range which is determined by the government. So in 2013, the 3 bands are, as you can see there, band 1, so 5,868, that's for a full year of study, so 1 full year. That's how much it costs for a Commonwealth supported student, and that covers various different areas of study such as humanities, social studies, languages, etc. As you can see then, band 2 for a full year is 8,363, and that covers things like maths, computing, engineering, agriculture, and things like that. Band 3 then is 9,792, and that covers law, accounting, commerce, dentistry, medicine, veterinary science. And you'll just notice there's a couple of little asterisks next to band 2 there, maths and stats and science. So that hasn't officially been passed in government in Parliament yet, but it is expected to be soon. Basically those 3 areas used to have their own special band, which was a national priority band, which is a little bit cheaper, but that's been changed now, so they're in band 2 as of 2013. So just to kind of give you an idea of how it's calculated when you're studying, basically your contribution is calculated based on the courses that you choose. So hopefully everyone knows that we call courses what you probably think of as subjects, and your degree is known as your program. So at the University of Adelaide, 24 units is considered to be a full-time study load. So just to give you an example, say John is a Commonwealth supported student and he's doing a Bachelor of Commerce. So in his first year, John enrolls in 6 commerce courses, and they're altogether worth 18 units, so they're worth 3 units each. and then he chooses a couple of elective courses, and that's worth 6 units, and that's from humanities. So then John will get charged 18 units at the band 3 rate for commerce and 6 at the band 1 rate for humanities. And as you can see, that works out to be about 7,344 for the commerce and 1,467 for the humanities. So his total for 1 year is going to be 8,811. However, if John had decided he wanted to do everything in commerce in 1 year, then he'll obviously get charged at the band 3 rate for commerce of 9,792. So payment options, what are the options for you when you wish to pay? Australian citizens and PHV, that stands for Permanent Humanitarian Visas. So if you're in that category, you will get a discount of 10% if you pay upfront to the university $500 or more. And you also have the option, if you wish, to defer all or some of your fee to HECS-HELP. And that will get paid later on through the taxation system when you start earning enough as determined by the government. If you're a permanent resident or a New Zealand citizen, you need to pay your student contribution upfront to the university in full. There's no discount and you're not eligible for the HECS-HELP loan. So the Higher Education Loan Program and HECS-HELP. So to apply for that, students have to complete what's called a Request for Commonwealth Support and HECS-HELP form online, and all the instructions for that's provided when you begin. Basically, it's all part of your enrolment process. If you apply for a HECS-HELP loan, you must have a tax file number, and that's a key one. We often get a lot of students that are coming around to the end of towards the census date and haven't got their TFN, and it's a bit of a drama to go and get that organised. So it's a good idea to have that all ready if you can prior to beginning study. And as you can see, the compulsory repayments to the tax office commence when your income basically reaches a certain threshold, and at the moment that threshold is $47,195. If you wish, you can pay your loan or your debt off to the tax office, and you'll get a 5% discount if you do that, of $500 or more. And your deferred amounts are indexed each year, but are otherwise interest-free. So there's a new fee which is called Student Services and Amenities Fee, which has only just been introduced this year. Basically, students get charged this once per year. It's to assist with the funding of student services and amenities at the university. So in 2012, the Student Services and Amenities fee was $263 for full-time students, or $197 for part-time. And in 2013, it will be $273 for full-time and $204 for part-time. And it's in a similar way to HECS-HELP. If you're a citizen or a permanent humanitarian visa holder, you can just defer that fee if you don't wish to pay it up front. And you defer that through HECS-HELP, which is just another form of the HELP scheme. And there's more information about the SAF and HECS-HELP on our website, as you can see the address there. So invoicing, students are provided with an invoice each semester based on the enrolment for that semester only. So invoices are provided to students online via Access Adelaide, and we don't actually print and send invoices out anymore because it would be a very long process to do that. So it's a lot easier to give it to you online. And if you've been approved for a HECS-HELP loan, you will still receive an invoice because you still have the opportunity to pay if you wish, and you'll get that each semester. Another form of assistance that you can get if you're a local student is OS-HELP. If you want to do some study overseas as part of your degree, the government can loan you an amount which you can use towards your costs when you are overseas. So at the moment, OS-HELP is on 2013, it'll be $6,051. That's for like a 6-month period. And with OS-HELP, you can only get that after you've finished 1 year of your study, so you have to have completed at least a year, and you also have to have 6 months left on your degree. But anywhere in between those two, you can certainly apply for that and do some study overseas as well. Domestic fee-paying students, so there are some programs which are not Commonwealth supported. That's basically nowadays, that's only postgraduate. Pretty much every undergraduate degree is now Commonwealth supported. However, for a few students that are doing some postgraduate studies, you still have to pay full fees, but you can also get a loan for that if you're an Australian citizen and defer that to Fee Help. It's just another scheme similar to HECS-HELP. So other costs, obviously books, you probably need to get those yourself. We've got uni books on campus that offers all of those, usually for most degrees. And there's also a copy centre that has readings and that sort of stuff that you can purchase there. Laboratory and equipment charges in certain courses, you may be required to fund some items there. Printing and internet quota, you automatically get that when you begin each semester, but if you use up what the quota is that you're given, then you may have to purchase a little bit extra. And field trips, if you're doing some courses, you are required to pay for those. And also accommodation, if anyone's needing accommodation, then that's also at your own expense. So basically further information, if you would like to look at that, is on the Study Assist website. That's got lots of information about everything, HECS-HELP, Fee Help, SA Help, all that stuff. And on our website, we've also got a lot of information. If you just go to the home page and look up in the Degree Finder website, you can find the specific information that you want to know about the particular degree that you're interested in. That's very useful. And that's all.